Hey, welcome in. FG here. So we're back from the show with our new tube of rounds. We'll get some into the furnace here. And see, these are the Cornerstone rounds that are actually minted by, you can see right there, HM, the Highland Mint. We'll get some of these into the furnace and we'll get a couple molds put together and we'll be back in no time with doing some pouring. All right, looks like we're about molten, so we're about ready to pour. All right. Let's see how those poured. Sorry about that. Guess I should make sure I'm still, yep, in focus. All right. Oh, wow. So I don't know if any of you have seen SD bullions, like they have this blue crystallized silver because of some pour condition that they've not been able to recreate. They just talked about it this last week on, but I can see that kind of blue crystal-y stuff on the end of this one. I'll pull it out and see if I can show you what I mean. Now, this time, the air pockets really did their job. You can see all the stuff that was from the air pockets around on it. I think Pooh Bear may have turned out okay. We'll see. But look at the end of the sprue here. Isn't that interesting how it gets that blue kind of fractal crystal stuff going on? Anyways, we'll get that one cleaned up. And let's see. I think it looks like the next sleeper bar came out pretty good. So we'll get that one cleaned up also. We'll be back. All right, so Pooh didn't actually turn out. There's a flaw in the mold that we're going to have to fix before we pour him again. So he went back into the crucible, and we have two new molds that we're going to pour. we'll see how these two new molds come out. These are brand new. I just printed these not too long ago. I also have two other molds in the hopper for printing. One for Urban Stacker's Den I'm working on, and I'm messing around with an idea for Bean Becky. So those are both still in the hopper.
Sailing ships on seas of mist, fortune's favor in every twist.
Ah, come on.
Pirate flags flying high, booty plundered away. In the dreams of those who seek, every coin and gold piece speaks histories.
So I like doing the air holes this new way. I can see that there's a few little dots of silver down in there. But I think that it's resulting in better pours, because I can see that I'm getting silver down in those air holes off of the bars more consistently. You can see like showing up here and there. The bars are pouring much more consistently. So there's this bar, a dragon and his horde, and this is a fantasy themed pour, because here we have a Pixie or Tinkerbell. So I think that those both look like they came out pretty good. And get the rest of the stuff cleaned off, and we'll come back. All right, so these two turned out pretty good. They both look like they poured really well. And there we go. So we had some amount of silver left in there. So I'm just doing a quick round surface pour to pour the rest. This is a new mold I'm trying, so we'll see how it turns out this time with the silver. So it should just be moments before that's molten. We'll be right back. All right, we should be ready. I think that looks like it may have turned out really nice.
Echoes of the time gone by, silver coins and golden cries. In the market shadows blend, secrets kept until the end. Sailing ships on seas of mist, fortune's favor in
All right, let's check out that round.
Pirate flags flying high, booty plundered waves that sigh.
Looks pretty nice on the back. A little bit of stuff that will polish out. And here we go on the front.
Under the moonlight, I walk alone and free.
It's supposed to be for Game of Thrones. We have the wolf here and the dragons here. All right, well, we'll go ahead and clean all of these up and get them toned, and we'll be back to take a look at it. All right, we're back here in the studio. I'm not sure how this one turned out. I may want to redo the toning on it. I was thinking it looked pretty good just as like kind of a charcoal gray. You can definitely see the wolf and the dragons. I have to look at this for a while and see how it grows on me. Not many. There may be just like a pale steel blue gray in it. But we'll see how that goes. Another one I did was another sleeping lady, the sleeper. This one you can see has a bunch more blue in it. So if you compare it to the original, and my wife has laid claim to this one. I have to save that one to give to her for some event like Mother's Day. So I was pouring a new one. She may like this one better, I don't know. But you can definitely see it's got a little bit more color through that bar. And here is 2 new molds that I poured. This one turned out pretty colorful. A dragon and his horde. I think it poured really pretty nicely. And last is our Tinkerbell. I think it actually ended up turning out pretty nicely also. So, I wasn't pouring any of these for anybody special. If anybody out there sees anything, the only bars and things that aren't up for grabs are these 2. So if you see anything else here that you might be interested in, let me know. We'll see if we can work something out. And I am working on those prints for Urban Stacker's Den and for Being Becky, and probably end up with something that I won't mind trying to print by next weekend. The stuff that I got done and printed off on the 3D printer today, I just was not happy with. So I didn't even try to pour them yet, but I had these 2 ready to go, so we went ahead with those. And this one, I actually took this bar to the coin show with us and kind of showed it around, and everybody really thought this was a great bar. So I decided to go ahead and pour another one of those. So anyways, that's it for Sunday's pours. thanks for joining me this morning to watch the process. And the next 2 days, well, probably the next 2 World Silver Coin Book coins, I'm going to go ahead and show the 2 coins that I picked up during this show. They are excellent coins, so rather than keeping them in the curtains behind this big bag of random coins from the previous show, we'll go ahead and get those 2 coins out of the way next. So, all right. Again, thanks for joining me. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed and likes the video and leaves me comments below. And I will catch you in the next one.